Right, can you say hello?
Hello.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to our day.
I feel like I need to nap.
So,
Recording already?
yeah, we just had Soph's PIP interview. It was like an hour and 10 minutes.
Oh, that was a long appointment.
I started sat up,
She's not sat up anymore.
and then, Alba,
Yes, ma'am.
and then my back started hurting more and more, and I've just ended up led down. And then there's Alba. But yeah, she was really nice. But yeah, we've just got to wait now 8 weeks roughly to find out if her PIP continues. If it doesn't, I don't know what we're going to do. Because that's a lot of money that we rely on that we wouldn't have. So that's quite a scary thought.
Yeah.
But we're not going to think about that yet. We're going to think about that when that letter arrives. And if it says, oh my goodness.
I'm okay with it.
Please can you take a picture? And I'll insert it here of what this little girl looks like right now. Because she's really Did you get it?
I got it. See?
Dixie decided halfway through that she no longer wanted to sleep and wanted to play, which was quite inappropriate.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm exhausted now.
Yeah, me too.
That's a lot of talking for somebody with a chronic lung disease.
Well, that's a lot of trying to listen to someone who struggles to hear things.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thankfully, which is a bit of a advice for anybody about to go and have a PIP interview or whatever, or if you're just filling out the forms, take pictures of the form that you've filled in, so that when you're about to have an interview, you can reread what you wrote, and it can just jog your memory and prepare you for the questions that they're going to ask. And it's also helpful for when it's your PIP review, so for when you're filling it out again, to just see if anything's changed, if anything's got better, or if anything's stayed the same. It's just advisable to do that. And then it just helps you to know how things have progressed or got better over the couple of years that you've had the PIP. But yeah, keep your fingers crossed that it's something that we still get, because obviously she does still struggle with her mental health, which is what Soph gets her PIP for. So yeah, just gonna have to see and hope.
It's scary.
Yeah, it is scary. It's a worry, because we rely so much on this money to live day to day, because Soph just can't work, that there's the pressure behind it of what do we do if she doesn't get it again, because she's not in a position where she can go work. So if she can't work, which she's on ESA for anyway, so if she can't work, then where are we going to get that extra money from? And it then has that extra pressure of, well, we've got bills to pay. Not good at all. So the next 8 weeks is going to be a little bit worrying.
Yeah.
But we just before the the telephone call happened, we had some post.
Oh yeah, that's a lot happier than the appointment.
And there was stuff that we got from eBay, but there was a parcel.
We don't recognize.
No. So I'm going to sit up and I'm going to get it and I'm going to show you guys. So wait there. So this is what arrived, and we have no idea who it's from. So there's trousers and a matching top.
Which is adorable.
Yeah, and then there's these, which actually match pretty much one of the dummies that we've got.
Yeah.
And it's Bambi and Thumper. And there's these rainbow trousers. And a dinosaur, which is really padded and adorable. And it matches similar to one of the bows that I made. It's like the same sort of style dinosaur. And then there's these. If I can get into it. So there's this hat, which is Timberland.
Super cute.
And then there's these little tiny shoes.
Which are also super cute.
Yeah. Like crib shoes. And we've no idea who it's from. So if they're from you, let us know.
Thanks.
Because we really do love them.
Yeah.
And they're just gorgeous, and they are soft, and they're a beautiful sort of suede-y kind of material. And obviously with the matching hat, it's just too much. It's just too adorable. We love it. Thank you.
I'm full of very conflicting emotions right now. As some of you know, dragonflies are a symbol of my granddad since he passed away. And I just answered the door to delivery man. And he said, "Careful of the dragonfly that's on the floor." And as soon as he said it, it blew into the house, like by my feet. And we just sort of like looked at it, and we think it's dead. Like, we're pretty sure it's dead. So obviously, it's lovely to see a dragonfly, because obviously it's a symbol of Grandad, but that dragonfly was dead. So that's really heartbreaking and really emotional because of the fact that it was dead. It was beautiful though. I just sort of like picked it up on a piece of paper and just put it back outside. Because I'm not happy. I don't know if dragonflies, like, I don't know if they sort of play dead if they're like in danger or something. Because I remember seeing one once when we were in Foy, and we were actually there. It was after Grandad's death, and it was the first Red Arrows flying event that we were going to as a family. And we'd gone down into the town centre to get some food, and while we were waiting for the bus to go back up to where they have the Red Arrows, there was a dragonfly just sat on the wall, like not really going anywhere, not really moving, but like he was still alive, like we could tell that he was still alive. So obviously that was weird because it was the Red Arrows, which was an event that me and my sister Amy used to go to all the time with my nan and granddad when he was still alive. But also the fact that we went there as a family as sort of like a memorial sort of thing for Grandad, and when we were there a dragonfly came. So that was weird. But yeah, so that dragonfly was really like not that mobile. But I might look it up because I'm pretty sure the one out the front was dead. But you know, it's nature, innit? Unfortunately, if it was dead, it's just weird how he was just perfectly placed and like perfectly sat on my doorstep, and how the wind blew him in just as he said mind the dragonfly. Like, it's just weird. I mean, realistically, you can just put it up to a dragonfly just happened to die, it just happened to be there, and it just happened to get blown in by the wind. But given the whole Granddad Memorial situation, this is just how we like to look at things and how we feel about these types of things. So that scared me, somebody banging like stuff in a car outside. But yeah, so I thought that I would share that with you guys because it was a weird and emotional moment for me. Yes. So I just googled it, and apparently if a female dragonfly has mated, obviously she's not interested in mating again because she's already mated and she's gonna have offspring. So to avoid being like pursued and like advanced on by male dragonflies, they like pretend to be dead and they just drop to the floor and pretend that they're dead. I don't know if that's what happened with this particular one, but either way, that's really interesting because I never knew that. But yeah, learn something new every day. Last one, okay? Dixie, last one.
She's been sniffing around here.
Last one. Good girl.
And she just came up onto the bed and stared at me, and I asked her what it is she wanted, and she jumped down straight away, went over there and sniffed.
She stood up on something.
Yep, sniffed and like climbed up like, it's there, mum, and then looked at us. Normally it's only Alba that does that, so for Pickle to do it.
Yeah, she really, really wanted one.
Yeah. Little Miss in her boots and hat with one of the dummies I did yesterday and this new outfit. It is absolutely gorgeous. Soph and I have Dixie? No, everybody's asleep.
I'm not asleep.
We know. We've fallen in love with baby Ted Baker. Especially with the fact of how cheap we are getting it on eBay. Like, Soph just went onto the website. Excuse me.
You don't have to tell everyone that you talked us into giving you a treat. Oh.
Well, you said what, Mum?
I did, didn't I? You little one.
She just went onto the website then, and literally, Dixie's gone over there to come play with me, and she's just realised what's happening and darted back. Literally, they're like £42 to £50 for an outfit, and I think this outfit we got for like £2, so I'm well happy.
Well done.
On another note, I had this post and I knew that it was from the mental health team, and I decided I'm not going to open it right now. It's probably just my budget. Dixie.
You should have waited.
Dixie, do you want the collar? Thank you. And I just decided to open it then because I was just sorting things out. And the letter has 2 lines. And I'll put it in here. Basically.
No, you want the collar.
Oi, no. On the vlog that's dated the 14th, we discussed how I had a conversation with my CPM. For those who don't know, that's mental health. It's like a liaison person who you go to, and they're like your person for when you're struggling, and they come and review, and they basically look after you in the community. And she turned and said that, I was going to discharge you today, but with being like having a personal budget and needing to do this course, I'm not going to. And obviously we turned and talked about the fact that we keep being told this, and it's starting to get really frustrating. It's happening too often. It's like sounding like a threat. And this paperwork that arrived basically states I've been discharged from that level of the mental health service team.
Princess, which she wrote the day after the phone call that she said that she wasn't going to.
Yep.
And like the worst part is, through half of the letter, she's calling Charlie my name, and the other half of the letter, everything that she's written is wrong. So
Yep.
it's
And like
stressful.
she says I've been discharged from one bit and moved to another, but she's like wrote it in abbreviations.
So we
and
don't actually
no-
know what that is.
Yeah, I don't know what like level of support I get. I don't know what's involved with it. I don't know how long that level of care lasts. Nothing. Just I'm discharged. Boom, that's it. And obviously on the header letter to the GP, because the letter went to them as well, it just says that I've been discharged from the mental health team. When actually my care plan says that I'm at this other lower service or whatever. But obviously the GPs, they don't go through the care plans. They just see the header letter, read it, and then boom, that's it. So my GP is going to be under the impression that I'm completely out of the service. So if they get asked by DWP, which basically they're the ones that give us our money to live, and they ask for a review with my physical and mental health, they're going to write that I've been discharged from the services, which could put a whole
Another whole spanner in the works.
yeah. And because sometimes if you're discharged from like mental health services or whatever like that, the government, they seem to think that they're better now, they can go out to work. And I know for me it's not just my mental health, but that contributes to it. And it still just puts a stress on things. So
And that is literally the last thing we need right now, because we've
Yeah.
got so many other things to stress about.
yeah. So to go from a conversation over the phone of you're still within the service to actually now no longer knowing what part of the service I'm in, if I'm still in it, if I'm not, what this abbreviation means. So yeah, not what we need right now.
No.
So
It's a day
just
and a half today, hasn't
yeah,
it? Ow.
babe, there's no water.
Oh, bum.
I heard it anyway, but Alba's just gone in there. She's like, no drink. She's come out and she's just
I really wish Pickle would be
Mummies?
the one. They would have heard it.
Dixie scrapes at it, whereas Alba just comes out and stares at us. Their personalities are just amazing, and I absolutely love it. But yeah, back to the not knowing of things that we've talked about with you today. Please just think of us, send some virtual hugs, send some prayers, whichever, because we really do need it. But other than that, we're going to get on with the night, and we're going to love on this beauty. So thanks for coming on and save us, and we'll see you tomorrow. Good night.